What's up, everybody? Showtime is the Blaze of King, and Merry Christmas to those who participate anyway. Happy holidays otherwise. And I did a list of anime that had Christmas-related episodes, which I'll link at the end of this video. And now, we're here to give a lot of 5 horror movies I've seen that I'd recommend for the Christmas-New Year season, in no particular order. First, we have Black Christmas. No, not the one from a few years ago that got awful reviews. The one from 2006, where the guy that used to live in the house and ended up in a couple of pretty horrible situations growing up before snapping and, well, you can kind of figure out the rest. It escaped the psych ward he was sent to and kind of went nuts in a similar fashion to the current residents of his old home. This was a remake from the 70s Black Christmas, which had a similar plotline. And full disclosure, I did watch the newer Black Christmas, and in theory, it could have been a good movie. But Next up, we have a classic, Gremlins, where rule number 1 is don't feed them after midnight. Pretty simple, right? Rule number 2 is don't get them wet. Also pretty simple. And somehow, someone messed that up and they started a fight club and they will hurt you and the people you love if you do the same kind of things that the kid did in the movie. A movie that I just rewatched the other day on Prime, by the way, was one of my first scary movies, telling an anthology of tales based off from old urban legends like Hook, Hand, Car, Door, among other things. I have viewer discretion advised for one of them, though it does kind of involve unfortunate animal type things. But obviously, it was back in the 90s, so it was clearly a puppet. Sure, we'll go with that. Along with a twist along the way. What's next? Goldberg's next, starring in Santa's sleigh. Which, while kind of comedy, it's still a pretty good and bloody movie, involving one of the few times I've seen a Zamboni used in some way, shape, or form. Not a lot of special mention otherwise. Santa going rogue, and it starts off with an entire family feeling his wrath. Which, honestly, one of the best intros I've probably ever seen to a Christmas-related horror movie. To be fair. Now, before I get into the last few, I do have the last one, I do have honorable mentions. First off, Krampus, which the first one involves Santa's opposite, Krampus, who after a wish from a while back involving a family member, came back to hunt down the seemingly innocent family the week leading up to Christmas, all because of one little wish to have the family taken away. It is now coming to fruition. Shudder is up next, and I really don't remember a lot of that traditional slasher film. Bunch of people go to a ski resort and get hunted down one by one. I do remember there being a couple of unique kills in this one. Pretty sure somebody got beheaded on the benches that you sit down on and go up and down. I don't remember the exact name for that. And finally, for the honorable mentions, we have Ginger Dead Man, which, yes, is as stupid as it sounds, just like its same universe counterpart, Evil Bong, which, using Frankenstein logic, after having contaminated dough used to make a holiday treat of sizable proportions, and, expletive deleted, because, honestly, everything that happens in the in-between is kind of awkward, but we don't even go into that much. The Ginger Dead Man is born and unleashes terror on Christmas night, a few times at that. And honestly, these comedy horror movies really do have a bunch of interesting kills in of themselves. That's kind of why I feel like recommending stuff like this, honestly. And now, if you've either fast-forwarded or stuck with me, which I won't blame you / appreciate you, we have a more brutal take on a Christmas classic. It's a Wonderful Knife, and it's exactly the kind of movie you think it is, having to go back in time, look into different moments leading up to the grand finale. However, not everything is as smooth as one might hope it is in that venture. Actually, matter of factly, remember Erased? Kind of like that in a way. And now, hopefully, you kept with me so I could give you some bloody or at least funny options to check out this week. There's so many more options, though. Look them up. Wikipedia, Google in general has a decent listing. And maybe I'll do this again sometime for another holiday. You know, if there's enough worthwhile movies to suggest. Maybe I'll just make it a short sometime. Who knows? Until then, it's been the Blazer King reminding you, hit the like button, subscribe. Subscribe to the gaming channel, the description down below, where we got Fugway today. And, well, it's going to be a fun ride checking that out at the very least. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, keep updated with things. Blue Sky too, trying to be like Twitter. It'll get there eventually. TikTok, Patreon, we get the usual videos that are uploaded here, full and unedited, more or less. And don't forget to follow on Twitch, subscribe there for benefits, can do so with Twitch Prime for free. And that'll help out more than anything else involving YouTube and stuff. And hopefully the music hadn't been too loud, otherwise I'll be a little bit awkward. But I'll make sure to get pictures up while I'm talking about this stuff. That all being said, it's been the Blazer King reminding you, have a Merry Christmas and all that. Ta-ta for now.